think I'm going to start off with tonight's live service. By reading you some history. Those of you who've been following this ministry for some time have come to figure out that I like history. And there's nothing in secular history that can't be used in relationship to the Bible. And this is no exception. Tonight I want to read to you about the longest burning bulb, B-U-L-B. This longest burning bulb could be found in California, hanging from a single electric wire in an old Livermore, California firehouse. That's right by the San Francisco area. There is a light bulb, not so amazing you think, but there's more. The bulb is supplied by 120 volts and puts out a meager 4 watts of amber light. You probably are still not very impressed until you consider this same humble light bulb was already burning when the Wright brothers made their historical flight in 1903. This light bulb continued to persistently glow through World War I, the crash of the stock market in 1929, and on through World War II. At present, this incredible light bulb has been burning for over 112 years. The enduring bulb was originally made by the Shelby Electric Company in Ohio. The company had a legendary reputation for quality until it was bought by General Electric in 1914. This particular bulb was one of the early hand-blown models with a heavy carbon filament. Over the years, there have been brief interruptions as the firehouse has been renovated and even relocated from its First Street location to the present site on 4550 East Avenue. But the same bulb went with them. With these minor exceptions, it has been burning continuously as a nightlight over the fire trucks in the Livermore firehouse since 1901. That's 120 years. This unique bulb has been declared by Guinness Book World Records to be the oldest known working light bulb in the world. The bulb actually been nicknamed the Centennial Bulb, and there is a committee that oversees its protection. When it was last moved in 1976, the bulb's cord was cut. People were concerned unscrewing the bulb might damage it. In 2001, the community celebrated the bulb's 100th birthday with barbecue and music. Now, that's quite impressive. Yes, it's not that many watts, but see if they can make anything last. We have these little 4-watt bulbs as night lights around the house that go on in the evening. They last about 3 or 4 months. If you're lucky, maybe 6 months. And then they burn out. Excuse me. Could they possibly make light bulbs that last 120 years today? Absolutely. But where's the money in it? today's environment, today's entrepreneurs are more concerned with quantity, how much they get to sell to you over and over again, not so much on quality. But it's impressive that this centennial bulb, 120 years old, is still burning. It's still producing light. Well, you could take anything in history and use it as a starting point to see how you can incorporate Scripture in it. Because in Scripture, there is a light, an enduring light. We first see a light, a fire, that represents Jesus. And Jesus is a light that never will burn out. In Leviticus chapter 6, you don't have to go there. I'm going to read a couple verses and I'm gone. In Leviticus chapter 6, starting at verse 8, the Lord spoke to Moses about the law of the offerings. And he commanded Aaron and his sons to follow these certain laws. And when you get to verse 12 in Leviticus chapter 6, and the fire upon the altar shall be burning in it. It shall not be put out. And the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order upon it. And he shall burn thereon the fat of the peace offering. The fire shall ever be burning upon the altar, and it shall never go out. Another form of light, the fire. And the instruction was, the fire shall ever be burning upon the altar, and it shall never go out. It lasted about 300 years before it went out. From that point on. But there's another light that's eternal. In John chapter 8. I'll get there in a second. Yes, chapter 8, verse 12. Remember that light, that fire in Leviticus 6:13. That fire and its light represented Jesus, a light that would never burn out. You get to John chapter 8, verse 12. It reads, They spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world, and he that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Now that is one impressive light. And who is it? Jesus. He is the light of the world, and his light will never extinguish. It will keep burning. It will keep lighting the world, the cosmos. And we shall never walk in darkness. And we are promised that we can have this light of life. That bulb, that centennial bulb is impressive, but it doesn't compare to the light of the world. Now I want to hear from you. Play a song.